Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the first of 4 quarterfinals that we will be seeing for the men's side of the sevens. It is going to be the Blitzboks, the team that are currently on a 31 match winning streak. They are getting closer and closer to New Zealand, who were the second longest with 34, and they seem like they will be able to pass them maybe by the end of this competition if they do end up winning all their games, or they will be at least tied with them heading into the Singapore Sevens, which is taking place in around March. But this game, they're going to be up against Scotland, who have got some very classy players involved in this lineup, which does mean should be a very exciting match. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. This one is going to be taking place at Seville, and it does look like it is a very nice night once again for a little bit more rugby, definitely for a quarterfinal. Now, for the women's side of it, we do know all of the sides that are making it through to the quarterfinals. Whoever wins this game, they will be taking on the winner of the next matchup, which is going to be England taking on Ireland. So that's going to be a good matchup. Alongside it, we have got Vishal in the chat. Said hello, Hamish, bro. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. I hope you are excited for the Blitzboks game because they have got certainly a lot of talent. They had a close game with the USA, only 4 points separating the two sides. But the big difference there is they did not have a few of their players that would normally be starting out on the field at the time. They have got Makata, also Ryan Oosterhuizen. He will be starting this one. Impi Visa gets the start. So that's something that was a little bit different from the last match. Then they have got Branco de Prea. Jadot will be starting. He was not starting for the last match up against the United States. Sean Williams, who has been going very nicely for himself. And then it is going to be Adonis, who will be number 13 for this game. Off the bench, they've got Zane Davids. He didn't make an appearance in the last game. He'll be excited to get off that bench alongside Grobler, Pretorius, Selvin Davids, and also Ndluvu. That's a very strong bench for the Blitzboks, and they should be able to have a real impact into the later stages where the Scottish may start to get a little bit more worn down. But Jordan Edmonds, he is going to be starting at 1. Then they've got Davidson at 2, which is Matt Davidson. Then Elms, Patrick Kelly, he is going to be slotting in at 6. Farndale, the captain, he will be there now at number 7, and I want to really watch this game. Now listen to your ugly voices, says Kevin. It's on the World Rugby YouTube channel, mate. So all you got to do is literally, I don't know whether or not you can spell, but you pretty much type in World Rugby, and then it's there. See how it goes. And also, hey, mate, as well says Average Sweets, and also we all know who's going to win. As well, South African rugby has served up a cold dish of disappointment, absolutely disgraceful attitude towards the game of rugby, in my opinion, as well. And there's Sebastian. And yeah, at this stage, I know that they are going to. I saw that it was 22 all in that last one, if I'm not wrong, for that last matchup. And also, I haven't seen. I'm not too sure. Maybe there's a headline or something that I haven't read. And hello, Hamish, as well, says Freddie. Hello, Hamish, by the way, says Achilles. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. I hope you are doing well. And currently, the women's side of it is going to be Australia making their way through to the next stage of the competition. And they were able to beat Russia in the women's side. So that is a very impressive win to have. I believe USA were also able to get themselves a victory over the Spanish by quite a margin as well. But now we are getting closer and closer to this matchup. We've also got Hughes and also Cullen there. And also I haven't seen, and there's Irish Spencer. So I assume Seb, he will be writing at the moment more than likely. So we will get to find out what is going to be taking place for that one as well. But I hope you guys are all doing well. If you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We have got plenty more sevens action coming to you guys in the near future, including the rest of the quarterfinals. And yes, 22 all as well, with 2 penalty tries and 3 yellow cards in 10 minutes from a team that's half made up of box as well. And there says Sebastian, also South Africa women's rugby is disgraceful as well. And there says Achilles, who knows, maybe one day we get to see them back in the circuit for the 7 side of it. Whether it is Union or whether it is Sevens, hopefully they can find some way of getting into the competition. I mean, we saw with the Fijiana side for the Olympics that they were able to get themselves up there in the rankings, which was absolutely awesome to see as well for a side that you can see work so hard off the field to try and keep on building on their skill set. But currently, I mean, the South African side, they're going from strength to strength. Like I mentioned, 31 wins in a row. And the fact that you can have Zane Davids, Selvin Davids, and also Pretorius off the bench, all in one go the box as well, says Josh there in the chat. And also, worst discipline I've seen in my life as a rugby fan, very ugly rugby. So says Sebastian, so I might have to rewatch that game a little bit later on. I did actually miss that one out because I was watching the sevens game between South Africa and USA. That was a good game as well for that little short snippet that we did get to see. It was back and forth between the two sides, and it did go down to the wire. South Africa does have the most annoying fans as well. We've got a few South Africans in the chat as well, but they seem all right. All right, and also we have got there because you guys are road. You think having a squad full of 15 international player makes you unbeatable. It's not your poor discipline and bad coaching. Oh, it's not. It's poor discipline and bad coaching. in my opinion. Who's the coach at the moment of the Sharks? I don't actually know who has got that job at the moment, but the Blitzboks, they are going to be going on. Whoever wins this game takes on England or Ireland. On the other side of the draw, Australia and the USA, they will be fighting. And whoever wins that one will be going through to face off against Argentina or France. We are going to be covering all 4 of the quarterfinals. So anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are just around the corner from South Africa making their way out on there. I fell asleep. I didn't even watch the Worcester game, as I said, Aaron Spencer, so I won't spoil the result for you on that one. Blitzboks should win, but there's no guarantee in sevens. Exactly right. And that's the thing. USA up against Australia, I feel like they might be able to get themselves the underdog. As I'll stop now. I know the South Africans in the chat, but man, did they leave a sour taste in rugby fans' mouth as well? See Sebastian there for that last game. Yeah, 22-all was a very, very close matchup. I didn't get to see any of it. I'll probably watch it maybe a little bit later on. Maybe I'll watch it with George, see how it goes. And it has a break on YouTube as the game now live now as well. And I know they lost. I wasn't expecting it as well. This is Aaron Spencer. Now we are just about to get back. They are just showing the highlights of the lineups, and there are certainly some highlights of those men as are the Bulls. Also disappointing me today, bad discipline, too much errors. As I says, Achilles, yeah, it started pouring down in that second half, didn't it? And it seemed like everyone was just dropping the ball all over the place in that one. Hopefully we do get to see a good game between these two sides. South Africa, like I mentioned, they had a bye up against Samoa. That was a disappointing one because we did want to see that match take place, but now the South Africans making their way out onto the field. Jadot, him starting this match is going to be absolutely crucial for the South Africans, whereas Jordan Edmonds, I would say, that big man in the number 1 jersey, if he isn't signed up to a 15 side, he will be soon, because he is certainly an exciting prospect. And if he doesn't want to do too much sevens, sign him up for one of those URC teams, perhaps, or maybe even one day we get to see him in the Six Nations, which is going to be coming just around the corner. But now Duarte, he will be in charge of this one. The referee, 111 matches, I believe that said, for that man. So very experienced referee, and I feel like that's a thing. Whoever wins this game, it's not going to be an easy match for the next one, but it is going to be a very exciting one nonetheless. South Africa, they are kicking off from left to right to get us underway for this matchup, the first quarterfinal of the 4 that we are going to be seeing for Seville Sevens. It's kicked off by South Africa, going the 10 meters, and it's taken nicely by Matt Davidson. He claims that one for the Scottish, and they are going to have to make sure that ball retention. We saw it in the first half. USA were actually showing that if you hang on to the ball up against the Springboks sevens side, then maybe you can give yourself a bit more time, and that's the big man Edmonds there was just trying to shunt straight through the tackle of Williams. Of course, Williams, he's less than 75 kgs, which does mean that Edmonds' left thigh is probably a little bit heavier than him, but now running around the side once again for the Scottish, and that man has gone down now. Kelly, it's got the man on the inside. Scotland, they might be able to get the first try. It's a good old foot race, and Farndale, the captain, scores. It almost ended up crawling to the line, dove a little bit too early, and come on Scotland as well. And then South Africa to win, as well says Johannes, and it is going to be a very exciting one. Good start to the match for Scotland, though, and Jamie Farndale, the captain, scores the try. They're just showing Edmund shunting off Williams, and we have got there, go. Indeed, they have started playing. They have to start playing cleaner, focus more on the basics of the game, and show good discipline as well. They definitely have the potential to get it fixed as well. And are you streaming the Gloucester game? I will not be. When is that one taking place? Hamish, do let me know, and keep it up, Scotland. And as well, but Jamie Farndale, he'll be happy with that. And Scotland now taking a 7-0 lead early on over the Blitzboks, although South Africa, they won't be too worried in this situation, because we saw in their last game up against Scotland, Scotland was 7-0 up at halftime. The Blitzboks went on to win that game about 26 points to 7. So they've got plenty of time here. That's taken the man almost in the air, and it is going to be the penalty there as well for the Blitzboks. So you've got Hamish Bro all around the rugby global game. I played everywhere today. As the show, it is indeed. We've had the URC, the Gallagher Premiership, the Sevens, the top 14, top league, going a little bit later on, or as they've called it now, League One, the Japanese rugby, that is. What else have we got? We've got a whole heap taking place. Depending on what country you're in, you've probably got some sort of rugby taking place as well. It's a good run forward there from Williams. It just gets picked up and manhandled by Grant Hughes there. Currently on the halfway line, the Blitzboks trying to blitz their way forward. Adonis, great low tag on him. Boy, it was Matt Davidson round the side now. This is looking dangerous. Branco de Prea, wide cut out pass now to Impiviso, who cuts nicely. Still going to be shut down though. And at the moment, the Blitzboks, they're having a lot more position here. In this next little moment, Wet Willie has said, come on, box as well. He's going for them. Jadot going up the middle, breaking a few tackles, finds the offload. Another offload. Adonis gives it to Williams. And it's going to be the try there for the Blitzboks. And it's Sean Williams who was able to score the try. Very nice try for them as well. Well built up. And it just shows you've got to try and make sure that you stop that offload from taking place. They've just shown that it was Jamie Fundale who scored. No, now they've worked it out that it was actually South Africa. But a great step there from Jadot. Sold Davidson the wrong way. And then from there, just ran up the middle. Jadot found the offload from there. It's just classic Sevens rugby. Offload after offload. Adonis, he was tackled low. Then from there, offload to Williams. And at 7:55 a.m., I think, for you as well. And let's go, as I says, Wet Willie, and good start for the Scottish. As I says, for show. And yeah, they are going to have to make sure that they keep on going and going and going. They can't afford to take the foot off the gas, or else then this is a South African side that will make you pay 9 times out of 10. And come on, the bookies, or sorry, the Bockies. There as well from David the Modern. South Africa definitely come back, says Vachel, and they have just done that. 7-all now between the two sides. 3 minutes 20 left of the first half, though. So still plenty of time for more tries in this game. And I feel like we're going to get to see 5+. Throughout it, Davidson goes up, takes it nicely. And is met by a big hit from, it was Makata. He's a unit of an individual, but he's given away the penalty. Now Scotland once again, Harvey Elms going back across field, trying to step nicely for Scotland, finding the offload as well. Flicking it out the back, and both sides relying on that offload game. I know that Japan were actually the side that's had the most offloads throughout this competition, although that might change with them not making it through to the next stage. Now Scotland, he was about to pass it off to the touch judge, who decided, nah, don't want it, mate. You keep it on the field. And now they are still going to be making their way for Matt Davidson, trying to branch his way straight over the top of Branco de Pereira. We're still down for a moment. Hopefully he is going to be all right. They certainly need him in the future. He's a little bit slow getting to his feet. Wide cut out pass. Out to now the big man, number 1, Jordan Edmonds. Great low tackle on him, though, by Adonis. Round the side now, it's going to be a Scottish try. And it's Cullen who is able to put it down, and that is going to be another try to Scotland. You're on fake as well. And then also we've got there, please, bro, we love sport. We're not here for that as well. And go the Scots. And they're from Irish, says that also Irish, bro. I'm really enjoying the rugby sevens. Quick, fast, and short time. Perfect combination of rugby as well. And there it was, nicely done by Hughes, who was able to spin out of that tackle of Visa. That opened up the line break. And then from there, it was Reece Cullen was able to finish off the job after a great step round Williams. Didn't quite have the acceleration required for it as well. Hamish, good play on the railway blindfolded. Oh, geez. That's a new one. I haven't actually heard that one before. Interesting. I go, lads, let's focus on the rugby. South African rugby really has to redeem itself here. As says Basham now, it is going to be 1 minute 30 left in this first half. South Africa, they are ranked number 1. Scotland, they are ranked number 14 as well. That is going to be, and that situation of going straight into the hands of Adonis, trying to break the line. Dragged down once again, currently on a 31-match winning streak, and this is going to possibly improve because no one is catching Sakoyisa. Oh, I said his name wrong. It's actually Sakoyisa. Makata scores the try, and now South Africa getting themselves back up there. And also we have got the kick this forward. He brings negative energy as well, and also get a try as well. And we will. And there says Wet Willie, but currently it is going to be Makata who is sitting there just driving straight through the gap. And he was able to score his other try as well. And also we've got there now. We watched till the send. Piff the game. Then we talk by as well, says Wet Willie as well. That one has gone straight over now. And it is going to be 40 seconds left now. And South Africa now take the lead. 14 points to 12 for this matchup. 30 seconds left. Like I mentioned, Makata scores his first try of this match. Scored a few in the other matches, though. And the coach, he's still not looking too happy. Only a 2-point difference between these two sides. South Africa, they need to keep on steaming forward. As I said here, through the whole Ashes series, taking his bollocking. I'm sort of used to it as well. At least it's a good game or good quality game. This is turning out to be. Yeah, we love a close game of sevens, and that is exactly what this one is looking like. It's going to be very close to the touchline. Brilliant kickoff from the Blitzboks. Impy Visa trying to join that breakdown now. Slowly getting up there. Ryan Oosterhuizen. Makata also making the tackle, trying to get on the ball as he got it. No, the arm's just not quite long enough. Are they allowed to get it? Oosterhuizen tries to steal it for the Blitzboks, and he does just that. 22 meters out now, playing the man without the ball in hand. There was McCann. Everything's rhyming at the moment. That's going to be a yellow card for Ross McCann, so the day gets a little bit worse for Scotland because now they've got to try and defend up against the Blitzboks with only 6 men on the field. I'm out here. I'm out of here. I can read this clown nonsense. As on there says Johannes. But now McCann, he is going to be off the field for the next 2 minutes. 30 seconds left. In fact, with 30 seconds past it, as Arn also we've got the Irish just left the building. And this is Wet Willie. Currently now going back across MP Visa. Now goes back across. It's going to be Branco Dupree. Tackle too high there, and it's going to be all. Okay, this looks like a serious injury for Branco Dupree. He stayed down. It might be a shoulder, something along those lines. So it's actually 6-on-6 at the moment. Jadot, wide cutout pass out to Ryan Oosterhuizen, and he does score the try there for the Blitzboks. And now they will take a little bit more of a lead as well. And also we've got there. This dude should never come to the Rugby Guru channel. Permanently ban him. That chat belongs to me as well. And this is Achilles, and also nothing is worse than saying in the assets with Willie. I see it's getting very heated at the moment. I'll be honest. It's currently all okay. Branco Dupree. It looks like it's possibly a serious injury to the arm there. And let's go, boys, as well, says Wet Willie. And the Japan now, Oosterhuizen does end up scoring the try. And 32 matches in a row could be just around the corner here for the Blitzboks with Ryan Oosterhuizen as he does score. And also, we've got there, why would I? This channel is it's going down that path. Well, Rugby Guru, we and him get along. We actually had a chat the other day. It's quite good to catch up. South Africa currently at halftime, 19 points to 12 for this matchup. Scotland sitting 14th in the rankings. South Africa number 1. So Scotland doing very nicely for the South sitting there. As I said, Amish last 3 competition, the 7 Rugby League. It's all wins for South Africa. It's only better because you're not kicked yet as well. And this is Achilles. But currently, 7 points difference between these two yesterday. Is at least we agree on something as well. And there's says Wet Willie. But currently, the coach for the Blitzboks, he's going to have to make sure that he gives the team not really a good talking to, but just enough of one that does get them into the mood to get themselves some tries in the second half. They've got Zane Davids. They've also got Selvin Davids in another opportunity of coming off the bench. And Rainbow Nation, such nice effort taken every time, as I says for Shah. Yeah, they're always going to go out there, play with the heart on the sleeve. The Blitzboks are showing there. England warming up. They have got Ireland, and these two sides will be playing off in only 18 minutes' time. And we will be going into the situation of going straight over to that live stream as soon as this one is over. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are going to be covering the semi-final and the final also. So be sure to stick around for the later stages of these live streams as well. But that is going to be now the break in the huddle. 2 tries for Scotland, 3 for South Africa. And every time each team have visited the 22 of the opposition, they've scored a try as well. This game is extremely close. In fact, a lot of those stats can't even be broken. 4 missed tackles apiece for both of these sides. Line breaks just a little bit more in favour of the Blitzboks. And, it's kicked off for real women and children first to the lifeboats as well. And also in my chat, I kick people like this. They bring too much negative vibes as well. And there says Achilles. Normally, he's not too bad. I guess he just doesn't really... He normally has a filter relatively, but he seems to be quite angry at the moment. Currently, Scotland, he is going to be going for it once again. Kicking it off here for Davidson, kicking it high, and it's going to be taken nicely. Almost both sides actually dropping that one. It's a little knock on, and Scotland now are going to have the scrum feed. Currently, it is going to be Scotland 40 metres out from the line. Big Zane Davids on the field. I also see Selvin Davids in the background. And also, let's talk about how we are kicking Scotland's ass as well. And there, currently now, it is going to be sitting there 6:30 still left in this half. So there's plenty of time between these two sides to be able to get. I said 5 tries in this match, so we've got 2 more tries coming. That was a little bit too much of a pre-engage there for Oosterhuizen. He was just telling the Scottish player, make sure you aim for my shoulder. So they're having a bit of a chat. Those 2 men in the front row. Seems like there's a few tensions out there. Currently now 40 metres out. There's still a bit of push and shove happening between those 2 on the far side. I believe it is maybe, I'm going to say Callahan and also Ryan Oosterhuizen. Actually, it might be NPVC. Yes, it is. Seems to be having a few problems playing the man without the ball there. Selvin Davids now taking this quick tap here for Scotland. 40 metres out still. We're kind of stuck on that 40-metre line. But now once again, Callahan goes to the ground. Around the side once again, driving his way forward now for Scotland. Losing his footing there was Ryan Oosterhuizen. Scotland, they've got numbers on the outside if they find him as well. Good ball to Ross McCann. Breaks through the tackle, close to the touchline, flings it back, and it's going to be stolen by South Africa looking for the offload, but not quite able to find it there once again. The South Africans are going to have the possession. Selvin Davids with the step as well. This man surely is going to be gone. No one can catch Selvin Davids, or can they? It's going to be close. No, he chases him down, or chases down the try line, I should say. And Selvin Davids does end up scoring the try. That was just back-to-back action for that one as well. And also, that's enough, mate. You're making no sense. Focus on the match as well. And also, injury time, just 1 minute added as well, says the show. And also, no such thing as like it was strategy and outlasting your opponent as well in there. As in for this game? Oh, no, Stormers were lucky. That was for the Johannes earlier on. Tell you what, it was a close game, wasn't it? 22-all between those two sides, right down to the wire. I do need to rewatch that game. I only saw the first little while of it, and then we were covering these sevens as well. And also, we got that Come on Scotland. Says Amy Spencer, that one is missed to the side. But South Africa currently a 12-point lead. Scotland is in the lowest tier in rugby, honestly, as well, says Wet Willie. At the moment, they are ranked 14th, and I believe that is because they haven't been playing too long. And 15th and 7th, although they're not too bad in Union. I think they're about 8th ranked or somewhere around that mark for Scotland. They got the Six Nations coming up, which will be which will be an exciting one. But currently now it is going to be taken nicely by Scotland inside of their 22. They need another try, but Gerald just muscling up once again, something that the Blitzboks know very well how to do. The ball's going to be passed back once again for Scotland inside of their own 22. They need to build. They need to get themselves a try very soon. Only 4 minutes left. Good run forward there. Grant Williams able to finish off the job. It's going to be another penalty there for Scotland, and I believe they will be kicking this one for touch. And also 8th is the lowest here. When you first, brother, as I said, I guess so. I guess there is a little bit of a difference between 8th and 1st as well. Oh, they've taken the scrum. Interesting. Who's the lowest rank? I know that it's actually, who is it? Not the Cook Islands. Someone's ranked about 109th, and I can't quite remember what island nation it is, but it's, American Samoa, I think, are right down there. I speak Scottish rugby as well. And this is Achilles. Yeah, they've got some beasts playing for them at the moment. I mean, I'm looking at Jordan Edmonds as a possible Union prospect. I always like looking at the Sevens players going, how would they go in a game of Union? I mean, we've seen some players for the South Africans, the likes of Werner Koch transitioning. Also, Sanantla was another player going to the short side now for Scotland. Will be their number 4, sells the dummy. Barreto goes straight through. And now Selvin Davids trying to catch him. He might be able to. No, not quite going to get there. And it's the try to Scotland. And Barreto has scored it. And now Scotland scoring that one between the sticks. And don't underestimate the Scottish Union squad. They can beat anyone if they put their mind to it as well. And also, I think the Seville ground used to be a football club. Also, I saw that ground behind your screen as well. It is indeed. I think if I move enough, you see there was a football net there behind me, but that was a brilliant run there from the number 4. Kalen Barreto scores the try. And now Scotland, they are sitting on 19 points. South Africa are sitting on 24. Scotland, last bet South Africa in Paris 2018 is the statement that they have just put up on the screen. Apparently now, still going to be going on the side of the South African JC Pretorius. He is a super sub and a half. If I have ever seen one in a game of sevens, he is just absolutely outstanding. Anytime he makes his way onto the field, Gerald now find the offload once again. South Africa trying to keep this ball alive, keep the Scottish on the back foot. Good step, a brilliant fend as well from, I believe it was Naluvu. All going to be available for them. Pass back by Adonis St. Davids, the big man, Gerald, little bit of a juggle. Got the man on the outside. Selvin Davids cuts back nicely. Going around the man. Almost broke someone's ankles the way that he went around there. Zane Davids breaking through. Kelly holding onto him for just long enough. Finds the offload back to Gerald. And it's back on the side of Scotland. What is that kick for? That is a nothing kick. It's luckily a knock on, but Scotland could have easily given up a try just for a little small mistake there and deciding rather than picking up the ball to just try and grub her up forward. Scotland only 5 meters out from their line now. And they've got to go through the gap. It's going to be nicely offloaded on the inside. Back to Callahan, finds the offload. Another one. It's a knock-on, though, from the Scottish this time. Barreto lands on his face, and it is going to be the scrum feed for the South Africans. We have got their true. They can't. They can beat anyone. But can they win a World Cup? It's Scotland have 5 South African-born players. So this is Wet Willie. Quite a few. I know Duan van der Merwe is one. Who else has Scotland got? Dylan Richardson. I think he is another one. Probably can't think of the others right off the top of my head, unfortunately. I definitely can't win the World Cup. I have to agree there. But you're not going to like what I'm about to say. I genuinely think that France will win the next World Cup. So the contenders, that is for sure the French. Currently, Scotland, they need a big scrum here. They haven't quite been able to get the ball off. Now, Selvin Davids goes straight through, scores a try. And that should be the game going in favour of the South Africans. They will either be playing up against Ireland or England. That will be the next game that we are going to be covering on the channel. We have also got there, are you the one or the only one talking about if they put their mind to it? And also we have got there, please like this video, all of you watching the video, as I says for Michelle. And it's certainly been the most interesting chat, I would say, that we've had on a live stream. My cat's come to see me. He wants to read it. He can't read, though. I don't know. Or maybe he can. He just doesn't tell me. Katie Dixon, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. That one has gone over. And South Africa now taking themselves up to a 31-19 lead over Scotland. So it seems like they are going to be able to go through to that semi-final. Like I mentioned, they're going to be up against either Ireland or England. We will find out very soon. France is not a bad pick as well. And this is Willie, yeah, looking very strong at the moment. France, tell you what, Six Nations. Who's everyone picking for the Six Nations? I know that France are a shout. Ireland as well have been mentioned quite a bit for an option, and maybe even go England. Perhaps it's going to be taken by Scotland. This will be the final play of the match. They cannot win from here, Scotland, but they still want maybe one more try. But that could also mean that they do give up one more try, depending on how it goes. It's going to be a good wrestling match on the ground, still available here for Scotland, trapped on their 22 line at the moment. And around the side, big man Jordan Edmonds driving down the wing. He's got acceleration. Selvin Davids, rather than just waiting, he decides to try and make the tackle, but Jordan Edmonds gets through him as well, puts the ball down and scores a try. Goes right over to the camera as well, but that is not quite going to be enough for the Scottish to be able to get themselves the win. They will be close in this game. And also we've got there, please request why as well. And then also we have got there, South Africa is 8:26 as well. Good morning, Irish. How's it going, mate? Welcome into the live stream, Ollie. It's been going very well. We have just seen that the Blitzboks, they will be making their way through to the semi-final. They will be taking on Ireland or England as well. And also we've got there, France will win the Six Nations. Says Wet Willie, they are certainly right up there, just away to the side. And 7 points is the margin between these two sides. Hey, brother, I'm well. Just spent the last 20 minutes adding every 2020, 21, 22 Six Nations to my Peacock watch list in consecutive order. My OCD is purring. So you actually get all of the replays of the last 3 years. That's pretty awesome because we do not. I think we get to watch like one if we're lucky or something as well. That is going to be going once again for the favour of the South Africans. 32 in a row now. And also that person was out of line as well. Says Willie, the chat, but currently they are going to be making their way through. South Africa, can anyone stop them in Spain, or are we going to have to wait till Singapore before we see the end of that winning streak that they are on at the moment? Bro, you said all other watching this game, please like this video as well. And this is for Chelsea. Yeah, if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's hugely appreciated. The next game, it is England versus Ireland. It will be starting in about 10 minutes' time. As also we have got there, I'm not even Scottish as well. Says yeah, he is Australian that I know of. And also when the Northern Districts playing in the cricket next, I know that they won their game earlier on today, I believe, if I'm not wrong. And also we have got there, but Scotland still got their switch as well. Although something I will say, even though South Africa won this one, I feel like this is all right to say as well. They have been letting in a few tries as of late, which I know they won't be impressed with. They normally love their defensive side of it, being able to keep a side scoreless. Spain scored 2, USA scored 2 or 3, and then this team here for Scotland actually ended up scoring 4. So I think South Africa building into their next game up against Ireland or England. I don't think we'll see Ireland or England scoring more than 1 or 2 tries. I think we may even only see them get 1 if they're lucky, and that is because they're just such competitors. They will keep on fighting and try and find a way of shutting down that defense. Thank you, Amish. As well, says Neil, no worries, mate. We are back tomorrow for the semi-final and also back in about 5 minutes for the next matchup that is going to be occurring. And that will be the game that has taken place between England and Ireland to find out who they will be facing in the final. I feel like currently I'm wanting it to be, do you know what? I think England, not England. I think Ireland versus South Africa would be quite a cool game to see because we haven't actually seen it in a little while that I know of as well. But that game will be starting in about 5 minutes' time, but we will be transferring over in a few more minutes at the bottom to get yourself psyched up for the Six Nations as our time well spent, Katie. And also we have got there, I just scrolled back through the chat, and also this is my first time I've seen someone talk big before the game and then not claim not to be from that country as well. Says Whit Lily, although he is actually Australian. We've seen him, you should see him on the Wallabies games if you think that this was one of those interesting ones. And also well played, Springbok, says Michelle. Yeah, very well played by the Blitzboks there, and they are going to be making their way through to the semi-final now I'm going to have to wait and see how it does end up going. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. We will be transferring straight over to our next live stream, Ireland taking on England. We have a little bit of a build-up, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes for that game. And we will have to wait and see how it goes. And also, Willie, because he seeks attention as well. And also, bangs on pots and pans. Them and also, bro, England or Ireland, who is the favourite. I believe England are sneaking it just. Australia, Scotland, same WhatsApp group as well. And there as well. But that is going to be the end of this live stream. Anyone do be sure they like and subscribe. It's an interesting one from what we've seen. But hopefully, everyone is still doing all right. My voice is almost disappearing. Hopefully, it is going to be there. Missed you, brother. How you do? Says Katie Dixon, I feel bad for ending it now, that there is just about to be a conversation. So we will go through for the stats for that last match first before we do end up ending it. But South Africa winning it, like I mentioned. So unfortunately for the Scottish, they are going to be knocked out of the Seville competition. The stats for this game, the position was actually more in the favour of Scotland for the first half, but 5 tries in the end for South Africa to the 4. And go Scotland. Katie, fancy seeing you again, my lady. And there as well, I love how she says Katie Dixon. I always feel bad, like it's when I like end a live stream and then someone like puts a message like with a question, and I always go, oh, and then I try and work out, wait, how can I restart the live stream? And it doesn't let me. That bit, Hamish, as and there says Wet Willie, and also we have got there. Thanks, Hamish, bro. See you next game. Bye. As and dabs and twerks at a baptism. There you go. But Selwyn Davis scoring 2 tries. Sean Williams, also Makata Oosterhuizen are all the try scorers. Jordan Edmonds, Reece Cullen, Jamie Farndale, Kalen Barreto are all the try scorers as well. And also, how's Hamish really dropped that game, I saw 22-22. I haven't watched the game as of yet, but I'm going to be watching it in the near future. By the way, the gold badge looks even better than I thought as well. Yeah, it's very shiny, isn't it? Oh, I just turned very northern. But yeah, it is absolutely awesome looking. Isaac's just done very well. Like, it literally shines more in that chat than I thought it would. Like, it literally looks shiny, which is pretty awesome for the channel members on the channel as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you all in a couple of minutes' time for our next live stream, Ireland versus England. But I will see you all